Hi, it's Gemma. I've thrown all my clothes on, haven't done my teeth or anything else, to just grab some time in the forest. I've also got another migraine, and I'm hoping this will help. Yeah, still had loads of stuff to do, but I sort of said, no, just call a halt on the housework and just get out while the sun's in. I think we had some rain overnight, and it's a glorious morning. Cool, overcast and damp, just the way I like it. Yeah, my head's also buzzing with human interactions and everything I find immensely difficult about that. So I thought I'm going to do some mindful observations in the forest, and I've brought some soup. No, it's not soup actually, it's 3-bean chilli, some gnocchi, and some vegan sausage rolls, and stuff for a cup of tea. So I've also got a pair of shorts on, which is probably not the best choice for the forest, but like I say, just wanted to get out while it's nice. So yeah, bring you back when I'm in the forest. Bye. Here I am. May is a time for one of my favourite flowers, that's cow parsley. I just love it. I thought there's no traffic, and then I remembered it's Bank Holiday Monday, so I might well come across some people, but it's only about 8 o'clock, so hopefully people are still hungover from partying over the weekend. We can only hope. Yeah. At the Peace Garden on Friday, we always start by doing a mindful walk around the garden, just observing the flowers of the month and insects and animals. And it's a really effective way of calming the mind and becoming present. You know, for example, you can study. I'm trying to think what we're looking at on Friday. The hawthorn blossom. This is hawthorn here, and I've been wanting to know the name of it for a long time. It's dying down a bit now, but yeah, we were having a look at that, and if you kind of just allow yourself to focus on like the intricacies of the flower and the leaves and stuff, yeah, it just brings you very much into a state of awe and gratitude, as well as serenity. And I always feel my mouth sort of fills with saliva, which is what happens when your I think it's the parasympathetic nervous system is activated. Meaning that your nervous system is calming down. And I feel very lethargic being surrounded by all the green everywhere, and that's a good thing for me. That's kind of the only state of calm that I can achieve without sort of medication like Neuromol, which is a double whammy painkiller, which when I was in chronic pain with my frozen shoulders, sorry, there's a group of lads there. Yeah, that's kind of the only, it kind of really relaxed me and stuff, and I felt myself getting addicted to that, so I stopped taking that. Fortunately, I've never been addicted to drugs, or had a problem with it, or alcohol. Have other addictions which aren't very healthy, but yeah, anyway, my point is that focusing on the details of things and noticing how patterns repeat in nature. Try and find an example. In this bark, is it? I don't know what it is. I don't know what type of tree is. That's one thing I need to do, is just learn some new tree names. This always reminds me of sort of cracked earth, you know, scorched earth that lets the rain in, and yeah, this is kind of like the tree's armour, you know. Right, I haven't got a lot of battery as usual on my phone, so I'm going to go to the place I thought I could go. And hopefully have some nice breakfast. I've never seen hollyflower before today, and I have now. I've seen the berries obviously, but not the flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, and this dead tree trunk. It's a birch. These woods are full of dead birch trees. It must be something in here that kills them off. I've collected some birch bark to do a piece of collage with last year. I must get round to doing that. Yeah, look at these holes, creepy holes. Looks a lot like my bedroom actually at the moment. So the next thing on the agenda is to sort my gear out, do a bit of cleaning in the house. Can't wait. Yeah. I'm thinking of my friend Evelyn today, who is mourning the loss of her brother, sadly. Evelyn, if you're watching this, I thought I'd shut up for a bit and record the bird song as we walk through hopefully fight my way through to where I want to eat. Okay, so enjoy. Sorry, just going to interrupt. I'm not sure if my microphone can pick it up, but you can also hear the rain falling through the leaves. It's not actually raining, but the wind, the rain sort of plops down, cascades down through the leaves with the breeze. And I love that noise. Lots of brambles that are scratching my legs as well. Right, I'll be quiet now. Oh dear, I was hoping this wasn't going to be here, but I think I'm probably athletic enough to get over it. Got a piece of rubbish in my hands. Just see my legs, white as milk bottles. Yeah, it was the right call to come out, definitely. Looking forward to getting some food on. I've got a dodgy stomach at the moment because I'm having to deal with lots of people. And it just goes straight to my stomach. every time. So, but I'm actually hungry this morning. I'm looking forward to this. And I'm really loving cooking. Really getting into it. And I'd love to have a food van. I sold my own organic fermented drinks and chutneys and stuff at car boot sales in 2022. I loved that. That was doing well. You know, I was starting to earn money doing that. But so and then sadly, had to get rid of the car. We couldn't afford to run it anymore. But that's kind of where my interest in cooking started. But now I'm having to be experimental and creative with the food that I get from the zero waste. Jan and I are both enjoying that. And it's loving and creative and kind. And I'd rather be like that than the opposite. So that reminds me, I've got to start making some cordials from the herbs in the garden. I've got mint. I'm also starting to get rhubarb, marjoram. At the Peace Garden last year, we made some jam with fruit and herbs in, like basil. I never thought of doing that before, and it's absolutely delicious. So, yeah, in the kitchen tomorrow, maybe I'll film myself making some cordial. Jan and I don't particularly we're not very good at drinking water, and it's more palatable when you're drinking it with something. And I make sugar-free stuff, so it's not bad for us. Right, here I am. I've got some repellent on me. Some more rubbish here. Hoping I'm going to be left alone. I'd collected all the rubbish here in the winter, but it's all back. It's a real fucking bugbear of mine. It's something I've had to accept as a camper, that it's a thankless job picking it up. But I do pick it up, and I always try and leave wherever I come to in a better state than what I left it. Right, let's get the food on. I haven't been here since the end of March. We're now in May. Doesn't time fly? So there's a lot more leaf coverage. A lady's just walked past with her dog. I think she thought she'd better give me a friendly wave. People just assume that I'm homeless for some reason. I'm sleeping out in the woods. Can't just be that I love eating in the woods. But this is my home, you know? This is what I regard as my home. It's where I feel at home, anyway. Wonder if the bees will join me. if you go on my Instagram, which is Gem in the Mud, same as the YouTube channel, in November I was joined by 2 bees and then a swarm of them, and it wasn't a malevolent swarm, it was a protective one. I was in such a state, honestly. You know, and I was having a heated discussion with somebody on the phone, and they kind of surrounded me, and then as soon as I stopped talking and put the phone down, they disappeared. It was wonderful. Yeah, I'm just watching a robin. I'm not sure what tea I've got today. It's weird because when you smell builder's tea, like normal tea bags, they smell quite fruity. You think, oh, it's a fruit tea. But often it's just normal tea. I'm hoping it is normal tea because I just fancy normal tea today. I always have just a bottle of olive oil on me. This is an old shampoo bottle I just washed out. It's a natural one, so herbal shampoo. And I keep it in the bag where the burner is kept, in my fishing bag. I'm not a fisherwoman, but I like this. The fishing tackle bag is perfect for storing, your Trangia burner in, fuel burner. It's got pockets and everything. I love it. I love the red things. I love all my camping gear, as people know. Sadly, it's sitting in the wardrobe at the moment, but Buddy's, my cat, started to go outside again a bit more. He's braving the devil that's the kitten. I love the kitten to bits, but he's the right devil. So I thought, mate, he loves the tent, so I bought the 3-man for us, him and I haven't got it out since last May. The OEX Fox 3, I think it is. There's a video of me under the oak tree, the Repton oak. And now I've sorted the garden out almost. Maybe I'll try and put it up for us. And sleep outside in it. The neighbours are so noisy though over the summer that probably won't be enjoyable, but yeah, Buddy loves the tent and I'd quite like to get him used to it for the future. Right, Nocky, I've got my other saucepan with me today. Could have used the Trangia, but I thought this is slightly bigger. Look at the leaves, the reflection of the leaves in that oil. Wow. Yeah, and it's starting to rain, I think, so I'm going to get on with this. This is what I've got to eat. Garlic and mozzarella rana. Live life generously. Good message. Yeah, I get some quite unusual stuff from the food bank. Because I'm a lazy vegan, there's not a lot, there's more meat on offer, unfortunately, but the stuff that I do get is really unusual, like the vegetarian stuff that nobody wants, and the wacky and the weird and plant-based stuff. I'm loving it, and I've not tried this before, so I'm really looking forward to this. There we go. I opened it with my little Opinel knife. Comes in useful for everything, cutting open food packages, clearing the odd bramble when you want to. Set up. Before I forget, check out Apex, starring Charlize Theron and Taron, don't know his surname. Yeah, it's on Netflix. I loved it. It's kind of like Charlize plays this adventure woman. She loves kind of high intensity rock climbing and, you know, stuff that I wouldn't have the guts to do but would love to have a go at. And kayaking, and it's an amazing film, and she's my age, she's 50, and oh my god, her body is out of this world. So toned and muscular, and she really literally inhabits all her roles. I think she did this film called Monster where she put on a lot of weight deliberately for the role, and she does her own stunts, and I won't tell you the plot or anything, but Taron's character is really good too, and quite funny. Yeah, so check it out. Wow, work of art in themselves. That gnocchi was really nice, and I've just, oh sorry, this is what I'm going to have next, 3 bean chili. And I've just walked over to the end there, and there was a big, for years there's been like a tree trunk there laying on its side, and it's been removed. Goodness knows how they got it out. The mind boggles. It was ginormous. But anyway, I walked to the edge there, and I looked, and you can look over, and it's a really it's almost like a cliff face. You can look down there and just down into the forest. It's lovely. Yeah, I miss the Repton Oak. As you know, I can't visit at the moment because it's got OMP caterpillars. But the beauty of the woods is that you can choose another tree to make friends with. And I know a lot of people think it's probably a crazy thing to say, but trees can teach you a lot if you only pay attention. And a lot of them have been around, well, in these woods, far many more years than any of us. I mean, the Repton Oak, I think, must be at least 250 years old. So it's seen more than what I have in my lifetime, and I find that quite reassuring. And amazing. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. It was frozen, that's why it looks like that. Alright, I've got 10% on my battery and like to save some for the walk home in case we see something of interest. So I'll enjoy my breakfast, the rest of it, and we'll see what we can see on the way home. Brilliant. Just eating my chili and there's this dodgy bloke just hanging around, smoking and spitting on the floor. So I'm going to pack up and get out of here. It's okay, he's gone, thank goodness. Yeah, I'll finish this up and leave. I've just noticed this lovely sprig of leaves right next to me. Look at the shape of those. Incredible. They remind me of sort of open hands. I'll take all this rubbish out with me, of course, and pick up some more stuff that I've seen, bits and pieces hanging around. Right, I'm all packed up. I'll just show you this view from it's right at the top of the forest now. The forest is on a hill. Don't know how clear that is. Probably doesn't do it justice at all, but yeah, that's it anyway. Yeah, that man loitering there, I mean, I'm usually very safety conscious, extremely safety conscious when I go out, and I've let that lapse a bit recently, and that man just loitering for a while there just reminded me that I should be wearing my emergency whistle and be carrying my... We're not allowed bear spray and knives to protect ourselves in this country. It's fucking ridiculous. We're only just allowed like I've got this spray that I got from the police which just marks an offender with a dye that they can trace. You know, that's not actually going to protect me, but I normally carry it with me anyway, and I do have a blade and a number of other safety things, but that's just a reminder that yeah, I need to pay more attention to that again when I'm coming out by myself. So I'm freezing cold now, which is preferable to how I was before I came out. My bedroom is probably about 40 degrees in there. But I'm hoping I'll warm up as I walk. There's a bird call I can't recognise. Listen. Very high pitched. How interesting. Right, we're getting back down onto the main path now. A world of people. But it was so nice to have that time to myself, a couple of hours to myself. Hopefully I'm not going to pay for it when I get home. But we shall see. I've got a new outfit on today. It's called like lounging gear. Clothes that you can just lounge around in, basically. That also sort of double as pyjamas. And I guess really they are pyjamas. But, you know, I don't really care. Yeah, they are really comfortable. Freezing, 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 freezing. Yeah, I've had to buy some clothes on my credit card because I'm walking around in rags. I hate clothes shopping, and I generally wear things until they wear out. But I like to look a bit respectable when I'm not doing things like this. So yeah, I bought some Peter Storm stuff, a nice dress. It's really comfortable. Some new walking boots. I got all this in the sale from Go Outdoors. Most of it from Go Outdoors and Mountain Warehouse. And some leggings from Lovell, I think it's called. So I've got my last pair from them, and they've lasted me a good 2-3 years. I was very impressed with them, and also they do clothes for tall ladies, and I'm 5'9", so kind of above average for a lady. But these trousers I've got are too long, really, so I have to pull them right up. And they're sort of high-waisted, and they come up right over my boobs, which kind of it keeps my wobbly bits in place. And they are, yeah, I'm pleased with them. And the boots, Peter Storm, they're okay, but they're a light colour. They're sort of a light green, which probably was why they're in the sale. There's not many people have bought them because of the colour, but I can't afford stuff at the normal price. So, and I've got a pair of Peter Storm sandals, which are really comfy. I always buy shoes a size too big so that my feet can breathe in them, because I do a lot of walking. Trying to think what else I got. And I've got a new merino wool top because I was so pissed off with myself. I was pruning a rose bush, and I had my one I've had for a couple of years on, and yeah, got caught on a thorn and ripped a hole in it. I'm really pissed off with myself. Normally I just wear garden clothes, but I couldn't be bothered. I just thought, oh, let's just get this bush cut, and did that. But I got another one which I'm a bit annoyed about, because it turns out it's merino blend, which is different from, you know, just pure merino wool. They don't half know how to con you, do they, these people? Because it was advertised as a merino sweater, so I don't know what it's going to be like, but it's all right. Roll-ups tend to make me want to gag, but I'll only be, it's the kind of thing I sleep in when I'm camping, so it won't be annoying me too much when I'm asleep, hopefully. So yeah, managed to resist looking at all the tents and that. I don't need any more tents. I've got 3 or 4. They're not being used at the moment, but they will be. Rest assured they will be. Just let you listen to the bird song again as I walk the last little bit to the exit. Right, nearing the end of the little adventure for today. Thank you for watching. Liking if you so desire, and I've had a few more subscribers recently, Can't always tell who it is that subscribed unless they make it public, but just want to thank you for subscribing. It means a lot. And I shall see you next time. Hopefully be doing a few more woodland different things now. I've completed most of the garden and stuff, so yeah. Bye. I thought this would be a nice ending to the video. More hawthorn. So we're ending the video in the way that we began, admiring the hawthorn, and this is a little bit pinker than the one just over there that I showed you before. Okay. Hope you like that. Alright, bye. PPS, look at these lovely poppies. I've never seen orange ones like that before.